Welcome to Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. First, I want to go ahead and make a comment. Somebody made a rude comment on my other live. They said, take the clothespin off your nose so people can understand you. I said, so rude. My dad twisted my nose with pliers when I was 6. So go on, keep condemning. So go on ahead and keep on condemning, keep judging, okay? At least I'm doing the best about doing a job and getting the word out there. If you don't want to hear me, don't hear me. Go elsewhere, right? Hi, Jackie. How are you doing? Good to see you. So how you doing there, girl? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reported, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tends to balance in favor of fair use. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Just getting over bronchitis. I wasn't able to talk for a while, so I'm doing the best I can. Thank you. Very welcome. First, let's do this and think about this guy's life right here. Christopher John TSOUL0S. Okay, the T is silent, so it says TSOUL0S. TSOUL0S. And he was 37 in North Carolina. He unaligned himself. He was bullied. Hey there, Sheila. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So that was the way I think of bullying me, on my other stream. But I'm doing the best I can. So let's go in here. And first, I think we ought to do his obituary, okay? Because we want to remember him for the guy he was. And I'm not going to put in here, going to try to avoid the part where his parents' names and his family names so they don't get harassed, okay? Christopher John TSOUL0S. It is with deep sadness that we announce the passing of Christopher John TSOUL0S, a beloved son, brother, and friend who left us on Sunday, September the 8th, 2024, at the age of 37. Chris graced this world with his warmth and kindness since his birth on January the 21st, 1987. Chris was a shining light in the lives of all whom he encountered. His limitless heart extended compassion and love to everyone he met, creating connections that left lasting impressions. As a co-owner of John's Family Restaurant for many years, he poured his energy into creating joyful dining experiences, always considering the happiness of others first. More recently, he embraced his role as a host at Chick-fil-A, an opportunity that reaffirmed his devotion to service and his natural flair for making others feel welcomed and cherished. Chris leaves behind a vibrant tapestry of memories, made up of laughter, love, and unforgettable moments that linger in the hearts of those who he touched. His spirit of giving and his zest for life will be remembered fondly, as he exemplified what it's meant to live fully and kindly. Chris is survived by his devoted father, John TSOUL0S, and stepmother, Vicky, so we ain't going to go there. His funeral was at September 13th at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be offered in memory of Chris. And Chris will be profoundly missed, but forever cherished in our hearts. May his memory be eternal. So y'all, please remember to stop bullying. Please. This is devastating to all it's affected, okay? It'd be nice for some people to go in there and wish his family love. Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate you. Y'all, please hit the thumbs up. Okay, so let's go to the next. This is disheartening. He could not help that he had autism and other problems as well. So let me, without further ado, get this. So he was targeted. This was in Charlotte, North Carolina. A couple extorted and harassed a Chick-fil-A employee who did them a favor until he committed suicide, targeted him because he had an intellectual disability. Christopher TSOUL0S was described by his family and coworkers as a hard-working man who loved his job at Chick-fil-A. According to an interview TSOUL0S's mother gave to local outlet WSOC. Chris was so loved, Patty Buckingham, his mother said, he just loved his job. One day, while TSOUL0S was working, a man entered the restaurant with foul intentions. Tristan Anthony Cullen, age 27, is originally from South Carolina. 27 allegedly targeted TSOUL0S because he had an intellectual disability. Exploiting his kindness, Cullen asked to use the victim's phone so he could urgently message someone. TSOUL0S agreed, so Cullen took the phone and texted his getaway driver and partner, 27-year-old Jade Stone, to come pick him up. Cullen reportedly walked outside with the phone and got into Stone's car, at which point the couple transferred money out of TSOUL0S's accounts, according to a press release from the Western District of North Carolina's United States Attorney's Office. TSOUL0S eventually realized that Cullen was not going to come back with his phone, and he quickly became upset with himself, believing that he made a serious mistake. TSOUL0S's family reached out to his phone multiple times to try to convince the couple to return it, but that's when the situation escalated. Having run into issues with the money transfers, Cullen and Stone began threatening TSOUL0S's family that he was going to expose Chris as a pervert. They're making this stuff up, okay? Unless they paid a ransom of $300. TSOUL0S took the situation extremely seriously and became terrified that he may lose his job or go to jail. Unfortunately, Chris's mind just couldn't handle it. He strove to please, Buckingham said. TSOUL0S died by suicide just days after his phone was stolen. I miss him. I miss him very much, TSOUL0S's father said. I wish they could bring him back, but they're not going to bring him back. Cullen and Stone pled guilty to cyber stalking. Cullen was sentenced to 41 months in prison, and Stone was sentenced to 27 months. That's not enough time. Do y'all think that? I do not believe that's enough time. By the way, I want to tell y'all something a friend of mine is doing, John Shoemaker, and maybe sometime he'll come in here during the interview about bullying. And he had a great idea, like people just paint their hitchhiker thumb nail, okay, and paint it blue. And the reason right there is to signify and promote anti-bullying, okay? So paint your hitchhiker thumbnail blue in support of anti-bullying, okay? People ask why you got the blue fingernail. Oh, then you get to tell them, right? So let's go here. But the two people from South Carolina have pled guilty to conspiracy to commit cyber stalking following the death of a victim from Charlotte. Tristan Anthony Cullen, 26, and Jade Ashlyn Stone both pled guilty to conspiracy to commit cyber stalking, targeting a vulnerable victim and his family members, according to U.S. Attorney's Office. FBI Special Agent James C. Barnacle Jr. identified the victim as CT. Okay. Let's see, there ain't no word right there. What's so bad about this also is I had read that they were even going to tell that he was messing with kids. They were going to lie on him that he was messing with kids, that he had things. So what was this guy to do? He's got the mentality of a 4th or 5th grader, right? Autistic. His family, he had lived with his family to help take care of him. This guy did not deserve this. No one deserves being treated this way. Why are they not given longer sentences? Something else needs done because you can't take his life back. The kind of things that they wanted to accuse him of doing sex crimes, even against children, just to try to get the family to give him a lot of money to shut him up. Even when he didn't even do anything. So y'all be aware of this. Y'all stand firm. Protect the innocent. If y'all hear somebody being bullied like this, please contact your police department. Please. That poor guy did not have the mentality to be able to get through it. It was too much for him to even deal with. He was trying to do a good deed, letting somebody use his cell phone. He didn't know the repercussions. Like he said, they got to learn this. He had an intelligence, a disability, and autism. But he was doing so good. They said he kept a lot of people laughing and smiling. He was a happy nature. You could tell in the picture that's right there. So let's make sure that we think of the wonderful person that he was. Christopher John TSOUL0S. The T is silent. They said you pronounce it like so, then O, then OHS, TSOUL0S. So please remember him. And remember other people that's getting bullied the way they do. Just reach out and try to help others. I want to thank you all. Thank you so much, Jackie and Sheila, for coming in. Say God bless y'all. I'm sorry that I'm about at tears here because this hits me hard. You know, it's got to hit y'all hard as well. It's like a kid in the mind. You know? Look at that joyous person right there. John, his parents, we are so sorry that y'all had to endure the loss of this of your precious son. We're so sorry that you had to deal with this. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm at tears, but there's a lot of people that care. It is heartbreaking. You're right. That's love. That's right. Please pass it on and remember to be an advocate. And if people might wonder what that barcode is, but that's a barcode where you can scan it and be able to get my book, Born and Live in Hell, version 2.0. God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much.